So what's it like to drive a supercar? Let's find out. So what's it like? It's exhilarating. It's absolutely exhilarating to be able to jump into a car like this and feel the sheer power of these machines. I mean, this is seriously the craziest car I've ever driven. Now, I haven't driven a lot of supercars yet, but nonetheless, this car is absolutely insane. Holy shit. That's fucking amazing. And it's not necessarily because it's the fastest car out there. The R8 is not necessarily to the standards today what it was when it came out. So 0 to 60 on this vehicle is, I believe, 4.4 seconds. And that's fairly slow for a supercar, right? But it's the craziest feeling to be in the middle of shifting with your paddle shifters and just feeling that raw power, that raw energy, feeling yourself, that momentum building, and then shooting forward. Woo! And not only that, there's so many other factors that go into this vehicle. Top speed and acceleration is amazing. But when does it become too much? Most of you are going to say never, right? And I would somewhat agree. But what I really love about this car in particular is the handling of it. The handling is what really caught my attention. I live in the mountains of Colorado, and this place is perfect for those really sharp, narrow turns, those switchbacks in the mountains as you're heading higher in elevation. And it's really a crazy feeling. It's amazing. It really squats down and takes that energy and just puts it to the ground.
Now let's talk about attention, because you're going to get a lot of it. You're going to find good attention, and you're going to find bad attention. And the good attention, of course, is so much fun. You know, when you're driving down the highway and somebody in their Infiniti is leaning out their window, taking videos and pictures of your car, that's fun, right? I mean, people like that are so excited to see your car that they don't care that you know they're taking pictures of you. They just love the car. That kind of attention is constant. You're constantly turning heads. So people are gonna stop and look at you the whole time that you're driving this car, and it's really fun. I mean, there's a part of you that buys this car because it is exciting. The fact that people are constantly staring and taking pictures, and people want to know what it is, they want to know how fast it goes. Now, not all attention is good attention. Let me start with the police. If you live in a small town like I do up here in the mountains, everyone's gonna know when you buy that car because everyone talks. And the police in this area, I swear every one of them have followed me at least once in that first week that I even had it. They were just waiting for me to do something, even though I wasn't. A good example is I woke up dead tired, feeling absolutely like crap one morning to go to work, and jump in the car, I'm driving down the highway, and there's these two police officers kind of hidden back in a little cove, and I went by them about 5 miles per hour under the speed limit, and they both got out and followed me all the way into the town where I work. I would imagine if I were in any other car, they probably wouldn't have got out and followed me. And then you got to think about the people that might be jealous, the people that might think buying cars like that is ridiculous, and that want to hurt it. Every time you take a supercar into a parking lot and you leave it unattended, there's a possibility that some shitty person is going to damage your car on purpose. So you got to think about that too. Now, all of these points really tie in to my last subject: the exhilaration, the attention, the experience of handling this kind of vehicle really ties in with the satisfaction that you get from being able to drive one of these, from being able to own one of these. A dream of mine since I was a kid to own a supercar, and I've always been a car guy. I was introduced to muscle cars when I was very, very young by my dad. I mean, he had an absolute passion for cars, still does, and that led me down a road of being able to experience a lot of different muscle cars growing up and having fun with them, and then having a Challenger and loving that car. I've had that thing for 10 years. And now owning a supercar, it feels like the start of a new chapter. It feels like I've worked so hard to finally get to this point in my life that now I can continue and take it further. There's great satisfaction in knowing that, hey, I worked for this. I worked hard for this. And chances are, if you bought one, or if you are buying one, you had to work your ass off. And there's a huge achievement being able to buy one of these and drive it as your own car. And quite honestly, that satisfaction does not only appear when I'm on it going 100 miles an hour. No, it's accelerating from a red light. It's turning around the corners. It's seeing people's reaction to the car. Guys, if you like this video, hit the like button, comment down below, and hit that subscribe bell. And remember, live exotic.